Okay, I just realized something and it kind of shocked me internally, so I'm gonna say it out loud so that I can remember this the same way and come back to it. And also, so that maybe anybody else that needs to hear something like this will hopefully be able to hear it. But I realized that having trust in God, having complete, true faith and trust in God means by proxy you also have to have faith in people, which is so hard and which doesn't always mean that the best thing for you is going to happen. It just means that having faith that whatever God's will is that he wants to be done, he will use other people for. And not just people, but plants, a rock moving slightly farther to the left, then falling more to the right as it rolls down a hill. Whatever little thing it could be, that is the cause of the next thing, which is a cause of the next bigger thing, as it moves along as a butterfly effect. And somewhere in that, we have to remember that trusting in God is something that we can do easily. If you're a believer and you've come to that point of acceptance and just trusting and believing that, yeah, he's out there and I know he wants good. I know he wants good for me too. And for everybody, hopefully. You get to this point of feeling so secure that, like, oh yeah, God's got me. That humans are just an obstacle in the way of God's will. However, having trust in God really means that you have to trust that he's going to use people for his will. And you just have to trust that whatever situation comes through, no matter how others are involved with it, it's going to come through in the best way for something else to happen. Bigger. And it's not always that things happen the way you want, and that's what frustrates us, and that's what makes us think that it's not the best thing that's happening, because it's not what we want. And sometimes things are objectively bad, not just for yourself, but for others, for lots of people around you, and it is objectively bad. But you just have to trust that on the other end of this bad situation, there's something good. Because nothing is ever bad forever or good forever. It's just good and bad and bad and good. And then again, good and bad. And then good and bad. And then good and bad. And that's how life moves. So having trust and faith is not trusting that everything will go good and that it will stay good. It's just having faith that you'll be okay in the end of it, and that somehow if things were to ever end for you, there would be a good that you could end in. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's just the way that I thought it. That really made sense to me. So now I'm saying it out loud in front of a camera.